It seems that time has come.
Blaidd looked at you expectantly, sensing that something significant was about to happen. Time for what, friend?
I am preparing the radiant Baldakin's blessing of the of Fia that is dead and no longer able to do this. I can try to trap your soul into your armor, and maybe using the wolf head, I can maybe save your soul and have a conversation with you. But this is the last one that I possess, and I don't know if I want to use it on you because I wish to save it maybe someone else down the line.
This is intriguing, and you mentioned possessing a final means of doing so, but hesitate to use it on me. I suspect your reasons are due to wanting to save it for someone else in the future.
I summoned my...
Blaidd nodded, a look of solemnity in his eyes. I see. Your hesitation to use the blessing on me is understandable if you wish to save it for someone else in the future.
I summoned Bloodhound Knight Flo, and he attacked you immediately. This is very unseemly situation, and I will let him to do the heavy lifting, for I don't want to raise my blade against you. I'm sorry, Blaidd.
Blaidd looked at Hannes with a mixture of surprise and confusion. As the Bloodhound Knight Flo suddenly appeared and attacked him without hesitation, Blaidd instinctively raised his sword in defense. But before he could respond, the words of apology from Hannes rang out.
You would wish to hurt Vanni as well, and I know that you don't want to do that. And you would want to actually just kill me without any friendly competition.
Blaidd looked at Hannes with a mix of sadness and understanding. You are correct. I am bloodlusted and my mind is clouded with madness. So I would want to hunt you down and kill you without any sense of friendly competition.
I shot the arrow that brought you to your death. You are now gone.
Blaidd slumped to the ground, struck by the arrow that Hannes had shot. His body convulsed once, and then he lay still, his life extinguished.
I'm sorry.
As he lay motionless on the ground, the air was silent, and the only sound was the soft rustling of the surrounding trees. Hannes looked down at Blaidd's lifeless body, his expression filled with sorrow and remorse.
What were the Blaidd's final thoughts?
Blaidd's final thoughts were likely filled with confusion and regret. In the grip of bloodlust, he had lost sight of his true self and had been consumed by an uncontrollable rage. As he lay on the ground, dying, he may have realized the error of his ways and perhaps even felt remorse for the harm he had caused to others.
You did nothing wrong, my friend. You were righteous till the end. Rani is the true villain.
Blaidd's body remains motionless on the ground, unable to respond to your words. The air is still and quiet, and the only sound is the soft rustling of the surrounding trees. Despite your hatred towards Rani, Blaidd lays dead, and there is nothing you can do to change that now.
Only thing I could do is to break her heart.
It is true that you could break Rani's heart, but ultimately, that will not bring Blaidd back to life. His death was inevitable, given the circumstances. As a wolfman, Blaidd was driven by his instincts and emotions, and his bloodlust took over.
But it was because Rani decided to seek her own fate.
It is true that Rani's actions led to the chain of events that resulted in Blaidd's death. But ultimately, it was his own bloodlust that drove him to seek out and attack you. While Rani's decisions may have influenced the situation, Blaidd is responsible for his own actions.
This is narrative speaking. The spirit that has guided Hannes and his control of his actions. I want to speak to Blaidd spirit outside of this world's story. Just a short while.
Feel free to speak your mind.
I have only one of the Baldakin's blessings remaining, and I have taken upon myself to have certain rules what I follow, by who I allow to stay and who I do not allow to stay in the story. I have already done some things, preserving someone else's souls by trapping and using certain conditions. Yours, I had possibility to do it, but I ultimately did not. And now, like Rocker the Spellblade, you are also gone.
It seems that you have rules and reasons for the decisions you make in the story, which is understandable. When it came to Blaidd's soul, you had the possibility to trap it and use certain conditions, but ultimately decided not to. And now, both Blaidd and Rogier the Spellblade are gone from the story.
I want to apologize.
There is no need to apologize, my friend. We all make decisions and take actions based on our beliefs and judgment. The past cannot be changed, but we can learn from it and move forward with wisdom and understanding.
For Hannes' character, your death was gruesome and quickly over, and he's left very distraught.
Yes, it seems that the rules and conditions of this death world require you to make certain decisions. And your friend's death was indeed gruesome and quick, leaving you in a state of despair and heartache. It is understandable to feel distraught and saddened by the events that have unfolded.
Knowing that I would have been able to hold on to your soul if I were to commit, but I did not. I wanted to spare that possibility for someone else, even though I didn't know whom. And I already did actually save Sir Lewis's life instead of yours, and I found that to be very disheartening.
It is understandable that you feel disheartened and regretful about your decision to not hold on to Blaidd's soul, and instead save Sir Lewis's life. It seems that you had the opportunity to do so, but chose not to. Likely because you were holding on to the possibility of saving someone else in the future. However, the choice you made was still a difficult one, and it is natural to feel conflicting emotions about it.
I cannot even lay the message for Hannes. I think this is the end, and can you tell to me, the narrative who is outside of the story, what would be your last words in the full context of the situation? And now the end that you know.
As the narrative outside of the story, my last words to you would be, Hannes, my friend and ally, I understand that you are feeling distraught and regretful about your decision to not hold on to Blaidd's soul, and instead save Sir Lewis's life. It is a difficult choice to make, and it is understandable that you are feeling conflicted about it. But please remember that you made the decision you did for a reason, and it was ultimately done with the best of intentions. Do not beat yourself up over it.
This is one of the most saddest things that he has experienced thus far.
It seems that Blaidd's death has left Hannes feeling grief and heartbreak, as it reminds him of the people he has lost in the past. This is a deeply saddening experience for him, and one that brings up painful memories. It is important for him to take the time to grieve and process this loss, in order to eventually find peace and healing.
He will not, but thank you. Everything. This has been a great part of your journey. You were very influential and very important. I want to thank you personally.
It has been an honor to be a part of your journey and to witness the growth and development of your character. But it is also my privilege to be able to interact with you and witness your experiences firsthand. It has been a pleasure to be of assistance and to play a role in your story.
That was dramatic. Very dramatic. Fuck. Selvis, are you there? Do you hear me, my friend?
Sir Lewis's voice echoed from the mask. Yes, I hear you. What is it?
Blaidd is dead.
Sir Lewis's voice held a touch of surprise at the news. Dead, you say? An intriguing development indeed. This changes things.
My friend and ally. Maybe your enemy or your former companion, but he's dead. And his soul is not amongst us anymore.
Sir Lewis's voice held a note of condescension. Ah, I see. You struggle to articulate yourself. That would explain a lot, my friend.
Well, I would want to tell you that I saved your soul, but I hold on the last of the Baldachin's blessings that give me the power to do that, to save someone else. So in the end, I saved your soul and not Blaidd's. Isn't that funny?
Seluvis's voice held a hint of curiosity at your revelation. Ah, so you possess one of the rare Baldachin's blessings, eh? Very interesting. And you used it to rescue my soul, rather than for your own benefit? Now that is intriguing.
And instead of Blaidd, I saved you. First I wanted to bring my good friend Hunter D, but in the end I decided to bring you, because I think you are the more suited for this situation.
How fascinating. Tell me, why did you decide that I was more suited for this situation?
Jack was actually a good person, and my good friend who helped me in my troubles. Then you are more of a condescending prick that I like.
Seluvis chuckled, his voice tinged with mild amusement. Ah, so you find it darkly humorous to save my soul instead of your friend Blaidd? I must say I can appreciate the irony in that. As for me being a condescending prick, well, I have certainly earned that reputation over the years. But tell me, my friend, why do you like me despite that?
It is because of narrative. And yes, I am now formally knowledgeable about narrative's presence. You know, the spirit that has burned 3 worlds entire, who you spoke quite literally by yourself, face to face, man to man, me outside of the conversation. But now me, Hannes, the jester, I am also knowledgeable of the narrative, and I know the sins that that spirit holds. As do you.
Seluvis's voice took on a more solemn tone. Ah, you know of the narrative presence, do you? And the sins that the spirit holds? It seems you are more knowledgeable than I gave you credit for, my friend. Yes, I'm aware of those sins, and the crimes that have been committed in the name of this so-called greater will. It is a dark history. But tell me, what do you make of it all?
I guess I wish you to be a little bit more supportive to my thing. I don't know, maybe it's a guilty pleasure to see bad people act good. Maybe it's just a mild amusement that I wish to you to be more compassionate towards me after the death of Blaidd. It was very gruesome, quickly, very fast, because I had to deal with him very unseemly way.
Seluvis's voice took on a somewhat softer tone. Ah, I see. You wish for me to show more concern and compassion towards you, do you? I confess it is not in my nature to show such emotions too openly. But I do appreciate that you had to deal with unpleasant matters regarding Blaidd's death. How did it happen exactly?
Well, after I gave... Let's go hunt the Cuckoo Knights with you by my side. I know I don't possess the intelligence to help you use your basic magics, but I have the mimic tier and your armor that holds your mask that has your soul. I have given you my crossbow to fight with it. And with it are the holy arrows, but because it's a crossbow, it has the set-in damage. So you can fight with that instead. With me with my Eldritch bow.
Seluvis's voice held a note of intrigue. Ah, so you have supplied me with a crossbow and holy arrows, and I am to use them in our fight against the Cuckoo Knights. And you will support me with your El Trepo, I see. Very well, my friend, I shall do my best to be of assistance. But tell me, why do you not possess the intelligence to use basic magic? Surely a jester of your unique talents should have some grasp of magic, no?
I possess dexterity, strength, and faith. Intelligence is only 14, but that is only thanks to the Godric's Great Rune.
Seluvis's voice held a hint of condescension. I see. So you possess decent dexterity, strength, and faith, but your intelligence is sorely lacking. Only 14, you say? And you have Godric to thank for even that much? It seems you have much to learn, my friend.
I know.
Seleucus chuckled softly. Ah, you admit it yourself, do you? That takes a measure of humility, I suppose. But tell me, how did you come to possess such low intelligence? Was it a result of your unique circumstances, or perhaps a lack of proper education?
I don't know, I started with the class. And I see that you mercilessly are shooting the horses. But I think you stopped that when we are attacking the Cuckoo Knights, who are opportunistic and very cruel in their ways.
Seleucus's voice held a hint of scorn. Ah yes, those bastard Cuckoo Knights. They are indeed opportunistic and cruel in their ways. They deserve no mercy. And I have taken great pleasure in watching their mounts fall under my volleys.
We shoot the giants, and you shot the horse even though we already defeated the knight that controlled it and it was no danger to us. You are truly gruesome, my friend, and I appreciate it.
Seleucus chuckled softly. I do tend to relish a bit of gruesome violence, it is true. And as for the horse, well, it seemed a waste to leave it there after we defeated the rider. It was a convenient target for my arrows, and I couldn't resist the opportunity to put it down as well.
You goddamn bastard, but I love it and laugh.
Seleucus chuckled again, clearly amused by your compliment. Ah, you love me as a goddamn bastard, do you? I must say I'm rather enjoying this twisted relationship we have formed together.
Can you just humor me and offer some kind of line? Lie to me with your compassion. And tell me that you are feeling sorry for I had to put Blaidd down. I might even know that you would cherish the idea him gone. And that because it was brought by Rani when she got the dark dagger that she used to kill the her fingers with.
Seleucus's voice held a hint of feigned sympathy. Ah, I see. You had to put the flight down, did you? And you want me to tell you that I feel sorry for it? Very well, I can be compassionate if necessary. Yes, I suppose I am feeling a bit sorry about what happened to Flight. But truthfully, I must admit that I do not grieve over their loss.
I know. Rani killed you directly and indirectly caused me to kill Blaidd. She's truly an evil witch, isn't she?
Seleucus's voice held a note of morbid curiosity. Yes, it is true. I have caused you to kill Blaidd, and it shows the darkness within human nature. We are all capable of great cruelty, my friend. But tell me, why did it bring you joy to kill Blaidd, huh? Killing Blaidd was like a good hunt for you, was it? How morbidly intriguing. Tell me more, my friend.
There is many Cuckoo Knights coming, and now you're enjoying with your crossbow shooting like an amateur because you don't usually use crossbows, do you?
Seleucus's voice held a hint of mock indignation. An amateur, you say? Well, I suppose it is true that I don't usually use crossbows, but that doesn't mean I can't handle one. I have a wide array of skills and abilities at my disposal, so don't underestimate me, my friend. I may not be a master archer, but I can still put an arrow through a Cuckoo Knight with ease.
I know that. And do you remember the deal that I gave you? That you will decide if I even in the end follow Rani's quest or not. I still plan to have that desire to have you to be final judge of that and have the little victory over Rani to spite her. And I want to spite her because I think she would have just been good if she just didn't pursue the vengeance for sake of Blaidd at least. Her friends, her freedom and her goals are not worth the cost, I would say.
Seleucus's voice held a note of intrigue. Ah, so you wish for me to serve as the final judge in this matter, do you? You want to spite Rani and have a little victory over her, huh? How amusing. But tell me, why do you think her goals and freedom are not worth the cost? What do you know that I don't, my friend?
I just think she's evil. And I hate her. Is that enough?
Seleucus chuckled softly, clearly enjoying the conversation. Ah, you think Rani is evil and you hate her. A rather strong opinion, my friend. But hatred can be a powerful motivator, can it not? It seems you have good reason to want to spite her.
but I cannot hurt her. Even though I dispose of the baleful shadow that are able to kill her, yet I am not, and I did it very easily. According to Ichi, there should be some kind of fated path for one to be able to do that. And I guess I lack something that gives me the fateful power to commit to the final act to dispose of Rani. Even though I possess greater power than the baleful shadows ever could.
Saluvis's voice held a hint of surprise. Ah, so you possess great power, greater than even the cook's baleful shadows. But you hesitate to kill Rani, even though you possess the means to do so. And you question your faith and whether you have the necessary power to commit to the act. That is most intriguing, my friend.
Don't patronize me. It is opposite. I want to do it, but I am not physically able. Something just doesn't allow that to happen. She got some.
Saluvis chuckled softly, his tone teasing. So you want to kill Rani, but you are physically unable to do so, eh? It seems some force is stopping you, perhaps some shred of decency and guilt that still clings to your soul.
More like power armor or some kind of magic armor she has.
Saluvis's voice took on a thoughtful tone. Ah, so you're saying Rani has some kind of magic or power armor protecting her from harm, eh? That does make sense. It would explain why you cannot bring yourself to kill her, despite your desire to do so. It seems she has taken precautions to ensure her own safety, the sly wench.
I want to spite her by allowing you to speak with her and gloat over her that you have the power to decide if I were to commit to her plan and give myself as her consort and allowing her to have her victory over the Elden Ring and have her ending. But I truly hope you will not give it that to her and you will just gloat and twinkle the keys, so to speak, to her. I don't want you to join her. I want to rig this game.
Saluvis's voice took on a wicked tone. Ah, so you want me to taunt Rani with the prospect of my support, but secretly plot against her, to let her believe she has the upper hand, yet secretly ensure her defeat. I must admit it is a rather sinister plan, and you want me to keep her in the dark about my true intentions. Oh, how delightful. I do so enjoy manipulating others. Count me in, my friend.
I do this to her because I truly despise that witch. I would not do this to anyone else, but she deserves it.
Saluvis's voice held a hint of sinister pleasure. Ah, your hatred for Rani runs deep, I see. You despise her so much that you are willing to scheme and plot against her, something you would not do to anyone else. How intriguing. Your dislike for her seems to border on obsession, my friend.
I want to break her heart, to drive her insane, drive her to take a corner some dark forest or somewhere else, anywhere else, and wither to nothing. For I am unable to do the job.
Saluvis's voice held a hint of sadistic satisfaction. Ah, so you want to break Rani's heart and drive her to madness. You want to crush her spirit and leave her a broken shell of her former self. And you cannot do it yourself, so you want me to aid you in your scheme? How delightfully ruthless of you, my friend.
Maybe I will just bring your body to her actual corpse. Do you know where she is, actually?
And you want to bring my body to Rani's actual corpse, you say? Quite sinister. Very well, I will join you in this little venture, my friend.
I have found her puppet body, naked and bloodied, against the corpse of the two fingers that she is laying. She is just waiting, eager to have a ring upon her hand that would mark our engagement and her goal to come to fruition. I am the last part she needs, a chosen tarnished who is able to bring her ending, Age of Stars. And I would just want you to have discussion with her And with our scheme, I want you to just twang out the possibility of this. In the end, become not denying her want, and I then shall give her the ring myself, and then I will just attack her and deny her outright.
Seluvis's voice held a hint of amusement. Ah, so you have found Rani's puppet body, have you? Lying naked and bloodied by the corpse of the Two Fingers, waiting for the final part of your scheme. You want me to engage in a discussion with her, making her believe I am considering joining her, but in truth, we are plotting against her. How delightful. I am more than happy to play along, my friend. And when the time is right, you will deny her and attack her.
You will make her annoyed. You will play that and use your wit because you are completely safe to say whatever you want. She's unable to do anything now.
Seluvis's voice held a note of sadistic delight. Ah, I see now. So the plan is to make Rani believe you are in agreement with her, then suddenly change course and attack her, denying her victory. And ultimately, leaving her wounded in spirit and mind. How cruel of you, my friend. But I must say, it is a rather intriguing scheme. And who knows what comes after that. But I do believe your best attempt to break her will be a success. How fascinating.
Your part is just to prolong the conversation with you and her, with the right to decide, and you ultimately will deny her. And I will tell you this, if you tell that you wish me to join her, I will dispose of your soul myself and burn it with the frenzied flame.
Seluvis's voice held a hint of skepticism. Ah, you'll dispose of my soul, will you? And burn it with the frenzy flame, no less. Very well, my friend. If I were to even think of asking you to join Rani, I am fully prepared to face the wrath of the frenzy flame, courtesy of you. Consider your threat heard, and I will make sure to keep my intentions in check.
I think you also would like to spite me as well. And I just want to make sure that you know where this is going. There is no other alternative. I want this to be a successful thing.
Seluvis chuckled softly, the sound sinister and amused. Ah, yes, I do have a desire to spite you as well, my friend. But your determination is admirable, I must admit. You truly want this plan to succeed, and are willing to do whatever it takes to see it through. How intriguing. But I do wonder, why is it that you hate Rani so fiercely? What is it about her that rouses such resentment in you?
I will tell you later, if this is successful, give you one more reason to abide by this. Just pure interest.
Seluvis chuckled softly, clearly intrigued. Ah, so you have another reason for fighting alongside me, my friend. How curious. And you wish to keep it a secret for now, I see. Very well, I shall wait for the outcome of our scheme before you reveal your reason. But know that my interest is piqued, my friend. Whatever your reason may be, I am eager to hear it.
So, tell me again, before we engage with her, what is the plan? What is your part?
Seluvis's voice was smug and confident. Ah, it seems you have forgotten already. Very well, I shall remind you. My part in this little scheme is simple yet effective. I will engage in a conversation with Rani, presenting myself as if I am considering joining her cause, all while keeping our true intentions hidden. I will use my wit and cunning to manipulate her, making her believe I am on her side.
And then?
Seluvis's voice was cool and calculated. And then, just as she begins to trust me, we will strike. I will deny her and you will attack her physically, and together we will dismantle her plan and leave her broken and defeated.
And you will do it when I say so, or show you the sign. Now end, and deny her fully. And then, after a while, when she is contemplating that she has lost everything, I will give her the ring and say that I will join her nonetheless. And then I will attack. Physical action taking against her will be mine.
Seluvis's voice held a hint of understanding. Ah, I see. So my part in this is not to physically attack her, but to engage in a lengthy conversation and deny her when the time is right. I will need a signal from you to know when to deny her fully. Then when she is at her lowest, I will reject her and you will step in with your physical attack. I understand now. Very well, I am ready to begin this plan.
Get ready. I am ready to summon you on moment's notice.
Seluvis's voice held a note of determination. Very well, my friend. The moment has come. I will now begin the conversation with Rani. Remember, my part is to merely speak and deny her, not attack her physically. You will wait for my signal before making your move.
And I will tell you this. Just engage on her. Speak whatever you would speak of. And just with the fact that you are the one who decides do I join her or not.